Welcome back. It's been a minute. Um, I have just been busy with so many other things, so many projects going on right now. Wanted to sit down. I just came from outside working in the yard, ran a comb through my hair real quick, and sat down so I could get a video off to you guys. I do have the paranormal flashlight set up behind me. Uh, those of you new to the channel, it should come on or off either way, just validating spirit is in the room and in the conversation. I am not your average fucking medium. I'll tell you that right now. Bam, right out of the chute. I'm an old school biker, and my vocabulary will get a little salty from time to time, and I will tell it like it is. I do like to leave people a little better upbeat at the end of a reading, though, because I want you to leave with a positive outlook. So you can get things started in your life and your world on a better note. Right now, we are still in the energy of that full moon lunar eclipse that we had the 13th into the 14th. That's a powerful full moon. It literally is the one that wakes the earth up. Originally, it was called the worm moon. But with that eclipse throwing the shadows on it, making it look blood red, they call it also the blood moon. And that energy is going to last. It always a day and a half before and a day and a half after on a full moon, usually. That one is a little more powerful, so you may feel it. Right after that full moon, we went into a Mercury retrograde. This is not the first time I sat down and did this video. I had about 20 minutes in and lost the whole thing, lost power in my system here. And I'm starting again, okay? Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is about anything mechanical, anything to do with communications, anything wiring, electronics. And it is my ruling planet, so I do experience more than most people do. The check engine light comes on my car. The beginning of Mercury retrograde and won't go out until after Mercury goes direct. Nothing ever tests bad. We are also under a Venus retrograde right now. And Venus, she was the goddess of love, and she adds a lot of intensity and emotion to a lot of things, especially in relationships, family dynamics, not necessarily love relationships, work connections, that kind of thing. So you may those connections may feel a little intense. You may not want to be around people right now when that happens, and you have all that intensity and you don't quite know what's going on. And it doesn't come out in being angry. It comes out being over analytical, and you kind of scrutinize yourself about, why did I think that, and why did I feel that, and what's wrong with her, and why did she feel that way. So the retrogrades, the RE on retrograde is really in reference to everything that needs to happen, everything that does happen during a retrograde. We have to reorganize or redo or rework, rewire. We may have to reissue or anything RE, because it does not take the first time around. So don't start any projects. Don't do any contracts. Be careful to dot all your I's, cross all your T's if you are. If you started a project before the retrogrades, you're fine. No big deal. You're still flowing with it, and it'll be okay. But yeah, this isn't a good time to start anything new especially a big project. Definitely not a good time for plastic surgery. So if any of you are thinking about going under the knife, like, hold off, not a good time. You don't need them to have to go back in and redo it. Okay? RE means that there's a possibility everything would need to be redone. So, what else is happening? What else is happening? Oh, I am going to be at the Penn, Ohio Paranormal Conference on March the 29th. I'm going to be there with a bunch of other gals. We're going to be just doing some readings there. I am almost booked up totally solid for that day. However, there are a ton of great readers there. There are some great speakers that are going to talk about the paranormal and most typically Bigfoot, Sasquatch. So if a lot of you are intrigued by that, it is going to be at the Tiffany Manor in Brookfield, Ohio, March the 29th. The doors open at 10 a.m. It is a $10 entry at the door, and that gets you access to all the speakers. So if you're not doing anything the 29th, come on out and say hi. I'm trying to schedule some big blanks in my schedule there so that I can just talk to some of you guys. So many of you want to come and stop by and just say hi, and I want to have that time to be able to do that. So let's get some cards here and see if I can see what is happening. I already did this once. See if most of the same cards come back out. Yes, I was talking about Venus and those dynamics that she kind of brings when it comes to relationships with other people. And here we have the Two of Cups. Don't be over analytical at this time when it comes to making a connection or readjusting how you communicate with somebody right now. You know what? That's actually also about, I mentioned surgery. And if you take a look at that right there, that Medusa in the background is the medical insignia. So yeah, this would be a really good time to not have surgery, especially cosmetic surgery. If it's an emergency, go ahead, get it done. You need to get it done, get it done. Let's see what else is happening here. We've got the Page of Swords. Don't go in your head too deep with what's going on. We've been going through these retrogrades like forever, and then all of a sudden with the internet, we hear about Mercury retrograde and the world's falling apart. And it was no big deal before that. Now it's a big deal. Don't make it a big deal. Don't get up in your head. Stay grounded. Like I said, I was out playing in the garden a little bit, my flower beds. This is a good time. It's warm enough now. Get your fingers in the dirt. You're literally discharging negative energy into the dirt while you're doing that. And Mother Earth gladly takes it, and that's her task. She takes it and she transmutes it back into positive energy. And it is so grounding, and that's what we call grounding. You're electronically grounding into the dirt. Terra firma. So make sure you get out and do that. That Page of Swords, he's going right up and he's handing that sword off to the Knight of Swords. And he's coming in on a fast horse, swinging that sword in the air like a wild man. I think somebody is going to be seeing a very sharp truth very soon. Maybe something you didn't want to accept. Maybe you didn't want to see a bad side to somebody. But that knight he's out for justice. He's got a white horse, and that's the sword of truth. A lot of you aren't true to yourselves yet either. I find myself guilty of that all the time. Because I really have toned down my persona for YouTube. Those of you that know me know that I'm not the quiet little grandma that it appears here. All right, we also have the Five of Swords. Yep, expect some change. Anytime you see a five, it's change is needed. You're in the middle of the change, or change is going to be coming. And you have practiced for this. We've had these retrogrades before. No big deal. There's going to be, and since Venus is tied up in this, there's people walking away here in the background. So you might be seeing the end of some old relationships, friendships that, you know, you maybe haven't seen these people in 20 years and it was like, yeah, no big deal, go away. That connection no longer served you. So it's okay to let them walk away. Try not, with this getting in your head stuff, try not to get too nostalgic about it. For everything there is a season. All right, we have the Queen of Wands here. And she's just sitting there really observing everything, watching, because she knows everything's going to be okay. That sunflower behind her is symbolic of everything's going to be okay. It's the sun, the sunflower. A lot of you are going to be coming out of this retrograde clusterfuck that's going on a little more financially stable. I've been seeing this coming for a lot of you, that finances are going to increase and improve at this time. So many people are upset with the economy, and you know the way prices are right now. You don't know how you're going to get ahead, but somehow you will. A lot of you will have some kind of. It's a time when we're getting ready to do taxes and get tax returns back. So some of that money is going to be what comes around here with the Star card. The money helps you heal. It helps you heal the electric bill. It helps you heal the gas bill. Let's give me this deck. Yeah, a little bit of increase in the finances really just takes a lot of burden off of a lot of people. By the way, talking about financial burdens, I want to thank you guys for the gifts that you send me. I have some of the greatest followers and people that send me the most beautiful and the most thoughtful items. However, I don't want you to feel like you need to do that. My description for you can buy me a cup of coffee. You can tip me for a reading. Right down in the description box down below. My PayPal link is down there. And it does help me pay the bills here. Electrical equipment, camera equipment, it's not cheap. All right, Spirit, can I get a couple more jumpers here? And one more, please. I don't see any activity with a paranormal flashlight back there. Some days they just have more important things to do. All right. Some of you may be getting we've got the Eight of Wands here. Some of you may be getting a communication, a text, a phone call from somebody from your past. With Venus, and speaking of Venus, how about that? Speaking of Venus, yeah. Somebody that you may not have heard from for quite a while. This could be anybody. It doesn't have to be a long lost love. It could be an old uncle that you haven't heard from in a long time. Could be, I don't know, a kid you went to grade school with. So don't go thinking oh man, I'm going to hear from my long lost love. God, I hope not. We have the Page of Wands. And he's coming in with a little inspiration there. It is a time for discovery, exploration. Venus is also associated with love. So there could be somebody new coming into your energy. That doesn't necessarily mean it's somebody that, even though it could be a love interest, you may not be pairing up and dating with them right away. They're just coming into your energy. You might just be getting gas at the same gas station as that other person. But you've got new friends coming along with those old ones that are kind of, you're afraid you might hear from. So we have the Six of Wands. That six is really letting me know that a lot of you are going to be feeling a whole lot more confident right now. And that really makes me feel good because it's a time when a lot of uncertainty is out there with the times. We know there's a lot of social unrest still happening. They are not reporting it on news. Government's all of Twitter with the tariffs and everything that's going on. So I don't want you to be cocky confident. But like I keep saying, we've been through this before. You've been through it so many times, you can write a book on it, or at least a good chapter. Yeah, that Six of Wands is, it's saying you're close enough to the end, the finish line to know that you're going to be the winner. Okay. Last but not least, we have the Four of Wands. This is a time when there could be a lot of opportunity coming your direction, new doors and new opportunities for work and friendships and just a lot of things. The opportunity is there. We are in a period we are going to come up to April 4th, 4/4. That will be another powerful portal. It's coming up. This literally is making me feel like there's an opportunity for new home or new housing coming up with the Four of Wands. It does reflect a lot of open doors and new doors. And it also is the 1111. Everything is good. All's right in the world. All right, you guys, there you have it. I wanted to get one out to you, whether I'm in my garden clothes or not. Otherwise, if I hit the chair, I'm tired. I wouldn't be able to get to this. So I want you to know that I never leave you, that I don't bless you with love and light. See you soon. She's ready to punch out.